would like to introduce now our keynote for this afternoon, which is going to be with Sue Carpenter and Michael Letterman. And they're going to present a keynote called Think Globally, Act Locally, Inclusion in Higher Education, and they're presenting online. So I'm just going to check if the technological side of it is okay.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, Sue.
Hello. Michael, please unmute and put your camera on too. Do unmute, Michael, and say hi.
Hey, everyone.
Okay. We're so excited to be part of your symposium and linking in with you from New York. Michael is in Brooklyn and I'm in New York State. And I'm going to share screen now, and I hope it's going to come up on your screen. Give me 1 minute. Just working on this now. Mike. Can't get the screen on. There we go.
I think we are, yeah.
I think we're getting there. All right.
That's it. Thanks, Sue.
Okay, I just need to get it onto the view. Okay. All right. Do you see that okay? Yeah. Yay. Good. So yes, the title of the presentation is Think Globally, Act Locally, Inclusion in Higher Education. And I'm going to ask you to just tell me if you can see the second slide in a moment. So here we have the School of Music and Manhattan in the other photograph, showing the Chrysler building. Are you able to see the second slide? Yeah. Great. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a professor at the City University of New York in Brooklyn, and I am training student teachers. And they are going to be elementary or primary school teachers, depending on where you're from, and special ed teachers. And I also include students with intellectual disabilities in my courses. And they audit the course. They are not getting a degree, they are getting their own certificate. So my background is in arts education, and kudos to the band we just heard. And as you probably can hear, I have a mix of American accent and English accent. So I'm originally from the UK. And I'm the founder of the Inclusion in Higher Education UK advocacy group, and I'll be telling you about that in a little while. So here I am on the photograph on the left with students in my art and education course, and on the right is a photograph of Sheepshead Bay in Brooklyn, right by the college. And in the photograph is Michael Letterman. And Michael, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I am Michael Letterman. Okay, to make it short, I am a student attending the Melissa Reggio Higher Education Program. I'm currently a senior in my 4th year now, and I'm currently attending Professor Carpenter's class in my 2 final semesters. Well, correction, my fall semester, which is right now. Sorry.
No worries. So yeah, so here we are in the grounds of the college a few weeks ago. This is the Art in Education class that Michael is auditing. And so I'm just curious where you are all studying and working. I know, of course, there'll be some students from Cork, some students from Dublin, from Trinity College and Dublin City University joining us. I think so. And also from Limerick and possibly other colleges in Ireland. And you're really doing some fantastic work over there and leading in this area. So here is my next slide. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the USA. So just 8 years ago, we had 25 programs across the whole of the United States. And now we have 315, amazing, amazing growth. And 30 of those programs are in New York State, including in Brooklyn, where Michael and I are teaching and studying. And students in my classes with intellectual disabilities contribute so very greatly. They are enthusiastic, they are never late, they are forthcoming, and it is a delight and a privilege for me to include them in my classes. And the undergraduate student teachers benefit so much from their presence. And so here is graduation day in Brooklyn. There are many wonderful relationships, friendships between the peers, undergraduates, and Melissa Riggio students. The whole community benefits. We have a really, really fantastic faculty interest group who advocate with and for the students. There are internships, and we have high expectations of students. Michael, would you like to talk about your career goals now?
Oh, okay. And I'll make it short. I have 3 career goals. One is advocating, since I'm an advocate for the autistic community, not just people with disabilities. Any career related to advocating for them that I'm able to do, I would like that. The second, trains. I like the New York City Transit, long story. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. And the third, which is one of the reasons I am attending Professor Carpenter's class this fall semester, is childcare. Children, technically. I would like to work with adorable little children, young little students.
All right, and Michael's done some an internship with me and has done some fantastic work with children. So we're going to show you one of Michael's projects in a moment. And I hope this is going to show up on your screen. So in the class I taught last semester, teachers were asked to make a book and write a song to a famous melody for children. And then they would be able to do the same with the children. The children could make their own books, make up their own songs. Interesting that there's so much music in this symposium. So we're going to have a look at Michael's book. I hope it's going to work. Here we go.
So my wife got me.
Sorry. There we go. Can you see that okay? Can you see that? I hope so.
I, Michael Letterman, would like to share something with all of you, and even children. It's this book that I've made. It has the lyrics of a song that I made up myself. And it's sung to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, which, as we all know, is a very famous song in children's music. The title of this book is also the same title of my song. Brush your teeth. I would like to sing you my song as I read the lyrics from my own book. Young little children, brush your teeth. You can make them nice and clean. You'll make sure they're not dirty. Your teeth will be so happy. Young little children, brush your teeth. Nice and clean for you and me. The end. I hope my song can be enjoyed for many children as they brush their teeth in the day and in the night, as I would like to see them in great big smiles with their excellent clean teeth. My thanks to Professor Susan Carpenter for this assignment, as I was happy to make up a song for children to enjoy. That's all.
Again, some claps there. Oh, we don't want to do that at all. Let's see if we can go back. I'm sorry. Let's see. Here we go. Sometimes happens when you go out of the PowerPoint. All right. Okay, are we back into the PowerPoint, guys? Yeah, great. Okay. Here we go. All right, technology. Yeah, so now, yeah, Michael, did you want to say anything about that project? I think you got a good applause there. You need to unmute.
All right. Well, I haven't worked on it in months for tech. Sorry. I tend to mix my words. I don't mean to. Here I go. You see, I'm an advocate with a project. I'm trying my best to explain autism from my perspective. I try to articulate what it's like having autism. And that project I did for Professor Carpenter, well, it was an assignment. I was happy to do it. It felt great. I was able to make up a song for children. Not much views it's been getting, but Professor Carpenter really liked it, and she didn't mind sharing it with others. So I hope many children can really enjoy my song.
Yeah, and I use it when I'm teaching the course to other students. I always show that video as an example. So Michael's become a role model for the student teachers. Anyway, I'll go on to now talk about Europe and Commonwealth countries who have programs. And of course, many of us were in Austria, in Salzburg, a week or so ago. And Norway has a new program, Germany, the University of Berlin, Iceland, Australia, and of course we have a colleague at the University of Sydney. Canada, the University of Alberta has a long-standing program. Israel is doing innovative work, and of course Ireland and Trinity College and all you colleges in Ireland are really leading the way. So I'm on to my next slide now. Oh, it's blank, but it's not a mistake. The UK, there are no programs for students with intellectual disabilities in universities. So we're trying to do something about that. That is why I formed the Inclusion in Higher Education Advocacy Group. One of my students in New York said, the UK doesn't have a disability program in their universities. Wow, they don't know what they're missing. And they certainly don't, because they don't have any program. So in England, and the University of Southampton in particular, there's the Center for Research in Inclusion. And the research, as you probably know, is nothing about us without us. And they're leading in the field of inclusive research with the work of Dr. Melanie Nind. but in terms of university programs, there are none. So our mission statement for the IHE is to advocate and raise awareness with and for the rights of people with learning differences, intellectual disabilities, to effective, enriching, post-secondary education, including their participation and contribution in universities for the mutual benefit of all. So during the pandemic, I was actually on sabbatical in the UK, and I linked in with a college in England, in Dorset. It is a specialist college for students with disabilities, but it's not inclusive. And my colleague was concerned that her students didn't have any connection or contact with peers of their own age, because their college is not inclusive. So we set up this online music outreach project. So there were students, including Michael. By the way, Michael, do put on your camera again, who joined together with students in the UK online. Well, ordinarily, the music outreach looks like this. Often we go into senior centers, we hold hands, we look into each other's eyes, we sing for and with each other, and it's based on the work of Dr. John Diamond, MD. And his philosophy was using music for the benefit of others. And also he had a real sense that everybody was musical. Everybody can sing. So this is what we did online. We made connections through music making, even online. And our project won the National Association of Special Education Colleges Award for Equity, Inclusion, and Diversity. And I got to visit the college and meet the students in person. And there we are with their head teacher and some of the students. So music made as and given as a gift is a great way to connect with others, as we saw with the ensemble. So to just summarize, and I think this is really important for everybody to realize, is that we're all part of an important and growing movement internationally of inclusion of students with disabilities, including intellectual disabilities, in higher education worldwide. So think globally and act locally. And I've said here, sing locally, because now it's your turn to do some singing. And so I'm going to ask you if you would like to and can to stand up, and I'm going to teach you an American folk song. It's called I Like the Flowers. All right, so there are some actions to it as well. We spend too much time sitting down, don't we? I'm going to stop sharing now so you can see me a little better. All right, so it goes like this. I like the flowers, I like the daffodils, I like the mountains, I like the rolling hills, I like the fireside when the lights are low. Bum diada, bum diada, bum diada, bum diada. Fantastic. I can see people are moving. So just join in and you'll pick up the words. I like the flowers. I like the daffodils. I like the mountains. I like the rolling hills. You got it. I like the fireside. Here's the flickering flames when the lights are low. And then we have this nice little bit of hula. Bum diada, bum diada, bum diada, bum diada. All right, from the tippy top. Here we go, everyone. Sing out. I like the flowers, I like the daffodils, I like the mountains, I like the rolling hills, I like the fireside when the lights are low. Yada, yada, bo. All right, we haven't quite finished. Great, we haven't quite finished. You're now going to turn to somebody next to you, and I'm going to ask my husband to come in, and I'm going to sing with him, for and with him. And this is Michael. And so turn to somebody who's standing next to you or sitting next to you, and you're going to sing for and with them. Make their day. Here we go. I like the flowers, I like the daffodils, I like the mountains, I like the rolling hills, I like the fireside when the lights are low. I like the flowers. I like the daffodils, I like the mountains, I like the rolling hills, I like the fireside when the lights are low. Yeah. Boom, dia, boom, dia, boom, dia, boom, dia, boom, dia. Yeah. Great, guys. Wow. Well, I have to say, I wish I was with you in person, but that looked amazing. All right. So I guess that's just a minute or two for any questions for Michael and I.
Thanks. Is that open? Thanks very much, Susan and Michael. It was wonderful, and all the audience here was really engaged. We couldn't see the ones at home, you know, whatever they are online, but I suppose they were singing and dancing too. Is there any questions for Sue and Michael? I think we have one. Yes, thanks.
Thank you. I enjoyed meeting in the MTU. My best friend, teacher in Sophie, she was in the college. And final day, I will bring the college crowd down to the for Christmas.
Okay, very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. We have another question or comments, of course. Both are welcome.
How long did it take you to do that song and dance? And did you enjoy making it?
Well, I didn't make up the song, but you're asking Michael Letterman, are you, about his book? I think Michael, I think he's asking you about your book. If you'd like to unmute, how long did it take you to make it up and make the book?
You're referring to me. Okay, so to the one who's asking about my song, it was an assignment. Okay, and the assignment was to come up with my very own lyrics that could fit and be in sync with the popular tune for the alphabet song and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, the exact same popular tune. All I did was figured what lyrics could I think of that could relate to children, and it was brushing my teeth. So I ended up, it took some time, but I had to figure out some lyrics related to brushing our teeth that would be in sync with children, I hope.
And one of
Did you enjoy doing it?
Yes. The question, I think my real question to myself is, will others enjoy it? Especially children.
Oh,
Yeah, good point. Well, we have evidence that children did enjoy it because one of my colleagues, Professor Jeremy Sawyer, his young daughter didn't like to brush her teeth. Now they sing the song with her and she brushes her teeth.
Very good, and thanks very much. I think we're going to take more questions later, and I also want to invite those who are online, if they have any questions, to put it in the chat. We can maybe have a look later. Thanks again, Sue and Michael, and yeah, thanks.
Thank you.